Hi, beautiful souls. This is Archana with Divine Soul Resonance, welcoming each one of you to my channel with all my love and all my heart. This is the month of September, and the energy and the vibration of this number is 9. 9 carries a very strong and powerful energy to serve all of humanity. It represents wisdom, responsibility. So 9s are about all our earthly lessons on being human here. To understand more of love, the laws of karma, universal brotherhood, spiritual enlightenment. How is it that we can lead by a positive example? So 9s allows us and gives us this ability to see clearly and to be able to integrate the three worlds, the physical, the intellectual, and the spiritual. How do you bring all the three together in harmony and integrate? So that's a big lesson. That's a big energy for number 9. It looks at the greatest good for all. If you've been seeing the number 9, and especially 9-9, here's one of the messages is that you are really on this cusp of reaching your highest potential, because you're learning and you have learned through your journey of life here on earth, in this life and many others, your lessons, and you're tapping deep inside to learn these lessons and come out, and from those depths, from the depths of your being. And that's where wisdom is. Your own inner light, your own inner understanding of what life is. So I have brought out some questions, and I asked the Spirit what I should bring forth for this reading. So I'm going to title it 9-9. Okay? 9-9 reading. How can we be the light of the world? How can we be the light of the world? So we begin with that. I have my cards and decks all laid out, and today I was in an amorphous mood, so I didn't put my structured crystals. If you're coming to my channel for the first time, I generally have like a lot of structured crystals around. So I brought out my amorphous, different shapes and different vibrations. I'm a crystal healer, energy healer, so I bring in whatever I am called to bring in to enhance and bring its vibration in the reading. And I have chosen those crystals because they serve a certain purpose. Let's begin. But the first question that I'm asking is, how can you be the light of the world? How can you be the light of the world? So the decks are already pre-shuffled. The first card, and I did talk about the 9s are about wisdom and responsibility. Right at the bottom, the angels are saying, it says wisdom. Knowledge is learned, but wisdom is the divine prompting within you. So you are going to be this light of the world by connecting to your stillness, your quiet center, listening to the wisdom of your soul. Then you take decisions and act from that infinite self of yours. With wisdom, life takes on a whole new perspective. The dramas and the fears become super insignificant, and the magnificence of the overall picture comes to light. So walk your path in life as one of the wise ones, and all will revere and respect you. So your affirmation is, I listen to my inner wisdom. How can we be the light of the world, angels? How can we be the light of the world? I think I saw something come up. Adventure. So the angels are saying, take life as an adventure. Be ready for the unexpected and make the most of all opportunities that come your way. So the wisdom here is reminding you to get out of any habits or ruts in which you feel you're stuck. Do things that are a little bit different and face life with a sense of wonder. I wonder what's next. How do I open myself up to? I'm excited about what's opening up. If the path ahead seems dark, do as you would if you were exploring a dark place. Ask your angels to light up the way, and then watch for the signs and signals that tell you where and how to go. So explore the new with excitement and courage. These magnetic qualities attract money and career openings and add zest to relationships. So you are being reminded, and the angels are inspiring you to move forward with anticipation, expectancy, and hope. So I face the adventure of life eagerly. That's the mantra. That's how you serve. When you become that light, you start to look at life as an adventure rather than getting stuck in cycles. You draw from the infinite wisdom that you are constantly seeking and seeing. You become that light of the world because you're embodying the spirit in the physicality. Oh, what a beautiful message. Thank you, angels. So, on this one, how can we be the light of the world, angels? How can we be the light of the world? Thank you. Death. How can we be the light of the world? And the message is death. It is time for transforming, letting go of the old, and embracing the new. Don't hang on to things that once were or how they should be, but embrace the now. Embrace what is. Embrace what is yet to come. Allow the transformative energies to guide you and take you. Show others the way to let go, to release the old, the past, the toxic, the negativity, and rise and learn. Teach others. Teach others through the wisdom that you have gained on overcoming fear, on overcoming challenges. What is it that you have overcome? And share that with another, because you are courageous. Beautiful. Thank you, angels. How can we be the light of the world, angels? How can we be the light of the world? And we have the messenger of earth here. You begin to start something new. You begin to plant new seeds, new thoughts. Allow the old to wither away so that you can embrace the new. Begin something new. Begin this new thought. Plant those seeds now. For you are this bringer of new light. You are this messenger. You are connected to the heart of Gaia. You have this innate wisdom. Get out in nature. Connect with the element of earth. In this physicality, using your spiritual gifts, bring it down into physicality. That's how you're serving. Start small. Start small. Take small steps. Make small shifts and changes and see the world transform around you. Teach others. Teach others what it means to look at life from the eyes of adventure. Like life is such an adventure. Okay. Thank you, angels. So my next question is, how can you help others without really being resentful or burnt out? How can you support others? See, when we are looking from the sense of humanitarian, doing things for others, sometimes it's very challenging for us to draw boundaries because we're giving and giving and giving and giving. And when we are constantly giving and not nourishing ourselves, sometimes we can tend to be a little bit resentful or burnt out. So my question was, this is wonderful. You are going to be the light of the world through this energy. But how can you help others without being resentful? How can you support others without getting a burnout? So let's look at those questions. How can we help others without being resentful or burnt out? Is that wanting to come? Thank you. How can you help others without being resentful or supporting others? And this is beautiful. So I am seeing the masculine energy come through with this Ascended Master, with this is my Ascended Master deck. I just recently got that. And it talks about father, husband, brother, son. And this is Osiris. So Isis and Osiris. Okay? Story of that. Egyptian. So I'm feeling here that how you can help others and support others is take on that role of protecting the ones who are going through a challenging time. Learn how to protect others without being aggressive. What's coming through over here is that we must look at how we've been looking at the masculines in our lives. Whether be it the father, the husband, the brother, the son. What's not written here is friend. In any capacity, right? So there is that lover, there is the relationship of the father, the son. What capacity that masculine energy is coming through? How is your relation to these people in your life? How has that relation been? So I'm being called to talk about that. I feel that you can help others first by healing this wounding, and I'm feeling wounding right now. The wounding that you hold, perhaps you were let down. Perhaps you were overworked. Perhaps there were these expectations that others had of you, and that made you feel guilty that you're not doing enough, or you were expected to do too much. So I feel with this, what I really channeled at this time was, before you can support another, find how you can nurture the inner masculine within you. How you can bring your feelings, your thoughts, and your experiences with not just men, but holders of masculine energy, which could be male or female, in your life. Perhaps it requires forgiveness. Perhaps it requires for you to stand up in your power, to learn to say no. So perhaps that's how I'm feeling that you'll be able to support others through the inner wisdom that you'll gain, through letting go of perhaps the past experience you had, or the resentment that you held, or what was said or what was not said. Yeah, this is definitely for somebody. I was channeling there. I'll pull more. We'll see. How can the people support another without being burnt out? Self-love, really. I'm feeling a lot of self-love here is needed. Tolerance. So you help support others. What you're doing is you're going to show others how to be tolerant of other viewpoints, of viewpoints. That's it. That's the energy that's coming through. You appreciate others' points of view because you sense the love in everyone. And I had not read this. You appreciate others' points of view because you sense the love in everyone else. You're very tolerant. You support others, and you can support more through this energy of being tolerant. Accepting others as part of one. We're doing universal brotherhood. How can we support another without being resentful? I like this. This talks about, and in this particular deck, it talks about 7 of fire, right? This is you reaching that omega point, you reaching of a spiritual pinnacle, of not giving up through any of the challenges, no matter how dark or difficult spots you've been, you find that courage and you move forward fearlessly, showing others their own light. This is the spirit rising above all challenges. So that's how you support others, because you have such a brilliant spark and spirit in you that you show and shine your light by showing others how you did this, how you never gave up, and how you always overcome obstacles by allowing your spirit to guide. That's how you support another, because of your beautiful spirit that's coming in. And you show others by supporting others on helping them if they're losing that faith that these challenges are really difficult. I don't know if I can really tolerate these situations anymore. You show them new ways one more time to find that spiritual fire. This is the Ace of Wands. New passion, showing people not to give up. How you have been following your inner passions and your drive and pushing through all challenges, believing with faith and courage in your dreams, shining your inner light. As you shine your inner light, you show others how to shine and get in touch with their own inner light. And that's how you are. Look at this. 7 of fire, Ace of fire, and the 9 of water, which is the 9 of cups. Wish fulfillment. You're showing others and supporting others on finding new opportunities, finding within yourself your spiritual courage, your wisdom, showing others how to release the past, start small, not to give up, with strength and courage, bringing in balance or polarities to bring your wishes and dreams to fruition. This is wish fulfillment. Wish fulfillment. So the next thing I ask is, how is it that you can bring more joy to yourself? Because that's how we are living in that state of balance. We can only give to others when our own cauldron and our own cup is filled with that love. We can only share once we have our own cups filled. So staying in our own joy is going to attract and magnetize more love and joy into ourselves. So we are constantly getting our cup filled. And when our cup is constantly filled, we can't help but share our own joy with others because it's overflowing. It's overflowing. Right from this 9 of cups, we move into the 10 of cups, right? So let's look at how you can bring more joy to others. So many cards, angels. Take one. How we can bring more joy to ourselves in this moment, now. Whenever the viewers chance upon this, how can they bring more joy in their life? Bring more love, happiness. Okay. I will take them all, angels. I will take them all. So, solar plexus chakra. Okay, that's tiger's eye for solar plexus chakra. Let's see what else. I like this. This is about our sacral chakra. Carnelian. I have that here for us. Carnelian. And we have emotions, feelings, expressions, mood, and balance. So how we can bring more joy, and I love this. Both of these are actually sacral chakra, and this is the solar plexus. Solar plexus is, in Sanskrit, it's called the Manipur, meaning city of jewels. City of jewels. So this is right in the gut area, digestive area, is our energy center, which is our willpower. So how you can bring more joy to yourself is, there are two things to the solar plexus. The first is that you're not coming from a place of anger, resentment, dictatorship. So those kind of strong, very aggressive qualities. We want to tame that energy in. Okay, so that's how you can bring the masculine and the feminine energy in balance. So this is a very yang element. This is a very masculine energy within us. So this is the energy of taking action, a masculine energy. So you bring joy by taking rightful action. Combine that with your heart, with compassion, with love and kindness, and use your willpower to bring about your heart's desire. Start these new beginnings. Forgive others, start to take life as an adventure. So this is you shining your light and letting others see how bright they are, how bright and how strong they are. Bring joy to yourself by seeing your own inner light, your pride list, your accomplishments, how amazing you are for all the work that you have been doing. It may not have been recognized by others, but you need to begin that recognition with you. With you. Shine that light. So when I talk about solar plexus and I say visualize right in that gut area, a mini sun lighting up the world. So bring and share your essence. What is in this case your essence? Okay, so this one is talking about bringing your moods into balance. Okay, so bringing your moods into balance, allowing a free flowing, because it talks about feelings and expression. So don't repress your feelings. Don't repress your emotions, because this is a part of you. Allow yourself that freedom, the movement. Otherwise, this is the sacral chakra, which sits right below. This is the sacral chakra, and I'm not giving you like my chakra workshop lesson here, but these are the ones that have come up here for you to bring more joy. And this is the center for sensuality, your sexuality, tapping into our own sexual energy, tapping into our own sensuality, guilt-free, enjoying the small pleasures in life. Okay, so in this case, I'm not feeling and I'm not picking up lust. I'm not picking up excesses in the sacral, because those are the excesses, addictions and obsessions and all of that. I'm really picking up actually the polar right now, is that you haven't allowed yourself that gift of being in the present moment, of being in this physical body, enjoying the physical senses. And I mean in this purest sense right now. So we as spirits have taken birth in this physical body, given these physical senses to be able to tap into this sense of taste, the sense of smell, the sense of seeing, a sense. So all our senses, we need to awaken them to be in the present moment, smelling the first raindrops or the breeze, or you're going and feeling the sand on the ocean, or feeling the grass. So just different things, opening up to the present moment. That's how you can bring joy. You're connecting with your own physical body in the physical realm. So you're grounding the spirit. You are coming into the fact that, yes, I am unlimited. The spirit is unlimited. There's unlimitedness. There is amorphous, the sense of amorphousness. But now we are contained in this beautiful physical body that we are birthed into. So honor the physical vehicle. Honor your physical body. Don't try to make it look like somebody else or be like somebody else. This is your consciousness in this physical body. Honor it, love it, cherish it. Okay, that's what I'm feeling here. So allowing yourself this light, allowing yourselves the time of enjoyment. So if you want to go in for those long luxurious baths or the spa, you can create the spa environment. I create like the spa environment. When I am doing my meditations, this is how I kind of set up myself. And to me, that opens up all my senses. This is how it is. When I'm doing my recordings out in nature, I'm connecting with the element of the earth. I generally will tend to walk bare feet on the grass, or just feel the earth, or just things like that. I'll run my hands through water to feel the element and see how that element is relating inside of me. Right? So allow yourself the gift of indulgences. And I know in this case, when I'm talking about indulgences, give yourself that gift where you may be restricting yourself and saying, you know what, I can't have this. I mean, you feel like that piece of chocolate, then go for that. Whatever it is, stop coming from that place of limiting yourself. You're meant to enjoy through this physical body. You're meant to enjoy and connect with the physical realm through this physical body, through our senses. So I'm feeling that you may be living a lot in your spiritual realm and doing a lot of the spiritual work because you've been giving a lot from the heart. That's what I'm feeling, right? When the heart is overgiving, we need to bring the grounding in. So the sense of self, the sense of pleasure, here I'm talking about, and please take this in the most positive sense in which I'm bringing that forth for you. Okay? So bring those daily habits of enjoyment for yourself. What are you doing for yourself? Whether, for me, my indulgence sometimes becomes, well, actually, all the time, one of my indulgences is my Indian tea that I make. I mean, my whole family knows that. Mom or Archana is just sitting there. And I'm like, oh, this is tea time, you know, and I love my drizzle of honey in there with the cardamom and the burst of flavors. It just is what my daily indulgence is. Now, will I look at how many calories or what have you? Absolutely not. That is something that is guilt-free. So do things that make you feel good. I can't define that for you. No one else can define that for you. Find the pleasures and joys in your day. I can't say every moment, because we all have these huge things that take place in our life, and it takes us away from our spirit. So we're being reminded to bring in this energy of sensuality, opening up. This is the home of the divine feminine. Opening up to the physicality, allowing a movement. The element for sacral chakra is water. We are 70% water in our physical body. So no stagnancy, you want movement. So one of the things I'm also feeling is, maybe if you guys like dancing, wow, you know, many times in my meditations, I'll have people move. I'm just feeling called by spirit. Perhaps maybe I pick up that your sacral chakra needs a little bit of the movement, you know? Belly dancing. Anything. So, here's a question: how can you bring more joy? Just that very thought of just dancing is just like, I love dancing. So, anyway, my darkest of the moments when I'm feeling super anxious or super sad that, I'm alone or what have you. You know, we have those dark nights of the soul. I'm sharing that part of the journey. It's right here, of course, not with this big light on my head, but I have the moonlight, and I plug into my beats, and I put on some pumping music, and I just dance in my backyard. And I'm connecting with all elements and all those dark feelings or the negativity that either I pick up or I am releasing through my physical body, through my physical reality here. It helps me ease and bring me back to earth and makes me feel really good. So that's just one of the activities. I love that. Now, am I a dancer? No, but I love dancing, and I love my little indulgences. I don't care how many calories I attach to it. That's not something you attach a value to. To me, that is what is invaluable experience. Right? So bring those pleasures in your life, whatever that looks like for you, and allow your inner light to shine. Look at all your achievements, because you are this brilliant sun. Okay, you are this brilliant sun. So allow the expression of your different moods. So like I said, I could be in the darkest moment. Doesn't matter with all the spiritual work I do, or me being a healer, me bringing healing in for others. I'm a human. I have my own emotions, and I have my own dark nights and darknesses and shadows that I need to integrate, right? So I will have most bad days and bad moments and what have you, and I allow myself that. So you're being asked to bring joy by not suppressing the emotion. If I'm feeling angry, agitated, upset, and I just want to scream my head off and the world is just getting on my nerves. No, I don't want to be a spiritual person at that time, because I am mad as hell. Right? So I allow that energy to kind of flow through, get it out so it's not stagnant and creating some sort of a stagnancy inside the body and repressing it. And then I look at it from the healthy way. What was it that you needed to do, Archana, at this time? Well, I was upset because, A, B, C. What is it that I can do? Perhaps I need to draw more boundaries. Perhaps I need to be more assertive. Perhaps I just need to surrender. And allow that this is a part of a process, right? So whatever it is you allow yourself to be expressed. Some of these emotions, I'm like wanting to throw a fit, and I'm like, my head is going to explode with all the anger that's coming up. And of course, I don't want to take it out on another, but I can't hold it in. So I need to find a way, I'm just sharing that with you because that was one of my coaches and one of my healers, and he had suggested that, Archana, get into, I'm like, okay, I'm thinking I need to get into martial arts. I'm like, yes, because I need, you want to be able to process all those emotions. He says you need to process it. You're not allowing yourself to, don't repress it. And this is funny. He would laugh if he saw this. So bring that into balance. As easily as I express all my emotions, I'm very expressive. So for sure, you want to be able to express it and express more of who you are, and allow yourself the pleasures of no matter what is unfolding. Life is an adventure. Okay? Wow, this became long. It's okay. How can we bring more joy to ourselves from the angels of Atlantis? My angels were saying, Archana, you didn't want to take 2 cards. We'll give you 3 for this one. And 3 is a number for hope and optimism. Okay? What are we bringing? How can you bring more joy to yourself? And the angels of Atlantis are saying communion. Oh my gosh, this is Raphael, Archangel Raphael coming through here. Communion. Communion. This is opening up your heart to the heart of the universe. Really, really doing what you love. Loving what you do, whatever those emotions are, whatever that is, because you want to visit the city of jewels and look at all aspects, because there are these brilliant gems inside of you, right? This is you. So for you to be able to shine that and control that fire, right? Because anger or resentment or any of those emotions that we say, oh, put it down, it is the excess of fire element. So either if you keep it in, you're going to implode, and you don't want to explode and put it out on others, but it needs to have a healthy expression. So find a way to express that. And you're being asked right here, this is so beautiful, that listen to what your heart is saying. Do what your heart says and allow that opening in your heart. Singing your inner song. Perhaps some of you are singers. Sing it out. I am horrible at singing, and I kid you not. My daughter will come out and say, Mom, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm singing. Seriously? Yeah, I'm singing. So how can you bring more joy? This is ending and really slowing down your mental capacity. This is a 10 of air. You bring joy by really putting your mind to a little bit of a break. Okay, I want to put you on a break. You can sit there. I love my mental thoughts. I love you can come up with all things that can go wrong and all things that are going wrong and all of that. Wonderful. You can conjure up all sorts of things. Can you just take a little bit of a break on that side while I do what I want to do? So I'm really feeling that you bring more joy by understanding that the mind has the capacity to either create positive or to create negative. Now you have to see what you want to align with. So align your thoughts. Oh, another message came through. So much lapis lazuli is making me come from different places. So another message that's coming through is align your thoughts to things that your heart knows and feels. That's what's going to bring more joy. Oh, I love that. Thank you, angels. Now my final question is how you can align with source energy. How can the people align with source energy more? How can we align with source energy? How can we align more with source energy? Wisdom, and it says cloak of wisdom. Okay, this is amazing. Okay, and I'm seeing here the voice of truth. Voice of truth. So the message is that how you can align more with the source energy is, let me see if you can see with this lighting. Can you? The cloak of wisdom. Okay. And it says that you already know the answer you seek. Trust what you know. And I was drawn to the heart. Drawn to the heart. Oh, I noticed something. There is the heart. Your heart knows the truth. And this is the everlasting symbol, and there is the Om, our divine connection. Your heart knows the truth. It has been through these cycles time and again, and you hold that inner wisdom within you. You have it in you. So trusting your inner source, trusting your inner guidance, trusting what you know deep within. Not what another person says, trusting what you know. Your beliefs are going to be very different than mine. Or perhaps we'll align in a small fraction. This one wants to come. 11:11. No, this is not an 11:11 reading. How you can align more with source energy, and I think I'll need to do, this is a message for me. I'll do more of the number videos, and I'll come in front of the camera and talk about number synchronicities. And this is pay attention to the signs. How you align more is the source is speaking to you through numbers. What is unfolding in your life? You can look up online and see what the numbers are saying, sure. But I always say that see what is actually taking place when you're seeing the number. How are you feeling? Where were your thoughts? Were your thoughts towards the positive or more in the negative? Or were you delving down into the shadowy realm, or were you in the positive uplifted source, right? In the positive light. Now, who are the people who are around you at that time? And I don't mean literally, it could be literally. And also, what are some of the other symbols that are around you in nature? You know, birds, feathers. There's so many ways in which we receive symbols. But I'm feeling that you're going to align more and more with the source energy when you connect in nature. And you're going to listen in and tap in and tune into the frequency of numbers. That one came in. Messages in the numbers. So they are giving you messages through numbers. How can we align more with the source energy in this cycle? Let's see the first card. Justice. Okay, another 11. Look at this. 11, right? This says 11 right here. Okay. So we drew this card and it says 11 here. Right? Another. So because the first message says messages are coming in numbers. So Archana, speak the message that's coming next, which is 11. 11 talks of justice here. So this is talking about how you align with source energy is doing the right thing. Remembering the law of karma. What you give out is what you're going to receive. So understand the laws of the universe, not just the physical laws. Okay? Understand the laws of the universe, and these laws of the universe, which talk about them, there are 12 laws. Okay? There are 12 laws, and I'll probably do a video on each of them. And in the meanwhile, look up the laws in the universe. There's plenty of stuff on the internet, and people have done amazing things on it. Okay, so what was I saying? Yes, coming back to justice. So there was this part of where you're looking at the spiritual laws, understanding that as above, so below. So looking at a higher perspective. Forgive what you need to. Be kind, be just, be charitable, be generous. Okay. Above all, be fair. Be fair and be just. Do the right thing. And you know what the right thing is. Not what someone else says, not what others are having you believe that what the right thing is. You know in your heart what is the right thing. So do the right thing. Do the right thing, and that is how you align. Because then you become this, I was drawn to this, you become this voice of truth. There's nothing to fear. There's nothing to fear. When you are standing in the presence of God, and you are at this point where you leave this physical body and you're moving on to a new dimension, okay? You leave this physical body and, technically what we call as a death. When you're moving on, the spirit is unlimited. The spirit is eternal. The question is, how have you lived your life? Do you feel good about things you said and did? There's a song that's coming to my mind, and I'll link it up, by One Republic. By One Republic. Something about I lived. And that song is just coming up. So the voice of truth. Be the voice of truth. Show others the way. That's how you align. That's how you align with source energy. Not by putting on masks, not by putting on pretenses, not by just following blindly what others are saying. Truly listening in to your heart. Connecting your heart to the heart of the universe. Feeling the rhythm. Feeling the rhythm. That's how you connect with. You already are wise. I don't want to pull any more messages. You already are wise. You already have tremendous wisdom within you. Just look at this beautiful life as an adventure. And do the things that make you happy. Find joys and pleasure every day in your life. So I send you love, I send you light. This is Archana for Divine Soul Resonance. Bye.